The Sports Ball Stuff podcast is brought to you by The Goddamn Sauce. Go to thegdsauce.com for details to order all the sauces to replace your ordinary condiments. Pulpery Media presents Sports Ball Stuff with your hosts, Brock and Ben. This is where we discuss the major sports stories that intrigue us and the little stories that enrage us.
Leeds. It's week one.
Yeah, here we are.
And the Premier League. We're back. It had been, that is a giant man and a not giant man.
Oh, yeah. You haven't seen that?
Is this what happened over the weekend? I
Yeah.
just read about it.
Yeah, he's like micro wrestler or something.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I saw the puppet off.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Demon.
Yeah. See, that's what Finn Balor needs to be doing from now on.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. Anyway.
Sorry, it's sports. It's just, okay, lead with Leeds. First match, Ellen Road, 2 years. You know who scored the last Premier League goal for Leeds?
Bamford?
Harrison.
Oh, okay.
The last Premier League goal.
Yeah, yeah.
I was kind of hoping he would score in the second half when they brought him on the pitch, but they did. He did. Although the dynamic changed when he came on the pitch.
Yeah, I was gonna say he has. Well, we'll get to that later.
That's what I was saying when I realized he was back. I was like, that's a good hand to have coming off the bench.
Yeah.
And he was. Okay, starting lineup. And he did. He played 4-2-3-1. Although at times it looked more like a 4-3-3.
So he did the Christmas tree.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, no. Here.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, yeah.
So Pirro was up top of the line.
Like a star into a line, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. But they didn't really play like that. That's crazy. But this is Bleacher Report, so who knows? I think.
Now, honestly, again, too, we know how Farka operates, so it might be one thing on paper.
Yeah, I think that's probably because Tanaka. They have Tanaka right here playing the 10, which is right behind Pirro.
And as far as I heard, Tanaka was he was Roy Kent.
He was everywhere.
Here,
he was there,
everywhere.
Here. Yep.
Yeah.
I like the midfield of Stash, Ampadu, and Tanaka. I do. So Rothwell.
You just like saying Stash.
I do. I do like just saying the word Stash.
Hell, Stash.
He needs, if he doesn't grow a mustache.
He needs a handlebar.
Yeah.
He needs an old Kaiser.
Stash.
Yeah, like a Will.
So tell me, how'd you play today? And he needs to refer to himself in third person.
Yeah.
Well, I think Stash. With a German accent. I'm going to butcher his name. Gudmundsson.
It's just Goodmanson. Like Good, yeah.
Okay, all right. Because it's, the Gudmun son.
Right,
Or
yeah.
NN son.
Or at least, that's how the British announcer said it. So.
And which is probably wrong, but again.
Right, exactly.
So, I'm going to go with Goodmanson.
Everything should be pronounced the way that the British pronounce it.
Because if it's not, it's wrong.
Right. Same as they keep calling Peru Pirro.
We won't go into that. Or Sturrock. At any rate,
right.
Tanaka was everywhere. We started the match. The first half was beautiful. We were a little sloppy at first, but we pressed like psychopaths.
Well, the theme I heard was, and this is what I love, which is opposite of the last time Leeds was promoted. The defense held. Mm-hmm. They closed down passing lanes.
Correct.
They never really had a clear.
There were a couple of times, but I was never going, oh my fucking God.
Right, yeah.
There was never any of that. I think there might have been one scramble in the defensive box. A lot of it was Everton.
But they didn't leave huge gaps for a scoring
There was a
lane.
stat that I think around the 30-something minute mark, Everton still had not had a touch in our box.
That's good.
That's what I'm saying. They did not have a single touch in the box.
Yeah.
But, yeah, at some point we were over 60% possession. Pirro.
Peru.
I know. I watched the match today, so I listen to these assholes. Peru I really like his hold-up play. He's like Bamford, but with a touch.
Yeah,
You know how
and
sometimes Bamford would play with his back to the goal, right? He would receive the ball and pass off. Like Pirlo was doing that, but with precise. And then they are so interconnected now. Like they were triangles everywhere, and they kept it on. I guess it would be the left-hand side.
yeah,
Because they were just up in Goodmanson.
because
and-
where it's like Dan James was feeding a lot when he was out there.
Correct. So on the one side,
He wasn't
the
getting
left-hand
scoring
side,
chances, but he was putting it in.
Exactly. And the announcers made a good point that I didn't realize that a lot of the guys that they signed have height to them.
Correct,
Like,
yeah.
They are a certain type of player that Farka clearly wanted with his style of play, which is very intricate, passing down the sides
But that's also going
and
to
then get it into the box.
that's also going to play well on corners and set pieces.
And also on I want to call it a fast break, but it's not a counterattack.
Yeah.
Because
Well-
let's not get ahead of ourselves. When we're playing the Man Cities, the Liverpools of
Oh
the
yeah,
world,
yeah.
we're going to have to soak up pressure and then hit them on a counterattack. And if you can get it to speedster and then into the box quickly,
Right.
yes.
Well, and Peru's one big issue is his feet are phenomenal. Mm-hmm. He does not work well with the head.
no, but he's got other guys in there. And
Right,
he
exactly,
was
yeah.
physical today. Like he was getting in
He's
there.
a big fucking
mixing
dude.
it up
Yeah.
between the two center backs,
Yeah.
which was leaving Dan James and Noto free on the wings to get the ball in.
Which I think is one of the reasons we kept him is that he's a dude playing with house money.
Yeah, exactly.
Like-
Has he ever played in the Premier League before?
Maybe for like a cup of coffee here
yeah,
and there.
because they were talking about it today, but again, I was like,
Yeah, he's a perennial championship guy.
so let's see.
And so
Sturrock,
now's your shot that you're going to get on not just
Sturrock and Dan James are the only two that started last time we were up
yeah.
in the Premier League. Because Noto signed when we were in the championship. So did Tanaka, Hero, Peru.
Yeah.
Everybody else is new. So yeah. Because Brendan Anderson.
No, we had Noto before we went down because remember there was all the drama like he was trying to go out on loan and all that.
And Aronson came in off the bench and he had played.
Yeah,
under
Aronson was
Jesse Marsh.
yeah. But Aronson they sent out on loan for 1 year.
Correct. And then he came back.
Noto was asking to be transferred.
And then Farka pulled that motherfucker into the room and gave him the business, I'm
Give
sure.
the German business,
Yep,
yeah.
exactly. And Noto came out of that room going, it's
Yeah.
all is good.
Back at the team.
It's good.
But then, Noto had to go through a couple of weeks of winning the audience back, winning
Yeah,
the
now
crowd
he
back.
is on.
Because he's dynamic.
Okay, so.
I mean,
yeah,
I'm not
he
saying
is.
he's amazing. He's dynamic.
No, he does what he's supposed to.
yeah,
do. He gets back on
He's
defense.
got speed. He's also has a good touch.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he and Dan James,
Yeah.
James and him, whatever.
Don't worry, there's not an ACT after this.
They are the same player profile on the outsides, which would be a minor complaint, maybe, but it works.
Well, and remember, like we said,
Thank you.
it
Go
probably
ahead.
didn't work out today, but
No, it did,
they can exchange positions
And they do.
still play.
and they did.
Play
Which
as
is why
well.
I'm not buying this 4-2-3-1.
Mm.
They were more it was more 4-3-3.
Well, like fucking dude that we were watching on YouTube had a completely different.
Yeah, he had it as a
structure.
4-3-3.
Yeah. Fucking Bleacher Report.
Yeah, fucking cocksuckers.
Garbage. Yeah.
It's easy, fastest way to get to it. So,
Yeah.
yes, I also love the fact that we pressed as a team, right? Before, there would be cracks, like we would press and there'd be like one or two guys would get caught out, or like half the team was pressing and half the team wasn't, and they were leaving gigantic gaps in behind.
Yeah.
No, they were pressing as a team and getting back on defense as a team. And it was beautiful to watch.
One of the one of the Leeds guys on YouTube doing their live reaction afterwards, I think, like, put it in a way that I would totally agree with. And I think is like what we're seeing is the difference between this Leeds team and versus Bielsa's, which of course is obvious, but is that Farka's built it from the back. He's building it from the back up. Right,
I hadn't even gotten to the defense. But
our strikers, I mean, like,
we're going to need goal scorers.
Exactly, but
we're going to definitely need a goal
midfield back right now.
We need this lineup. Yes, I'm not so sure. Like if Rodon.
Well, yeah, if somebody
hurt,
yeah.
I guess you can move Ampadu back there, but you don't want him back there. You know.
We're very saintsy on the defense, like
right. I'm okay with it because I love our two wingbacks, Bogle and Goodmanson.
Yeah,
absolutely love them. One thing I noticed about both of them is they didn't fall into the Firpo
going too far up
or just getting caught out.
Yeah.
The last year or so under Farka, he was outstanding. I'll give him that.
Yeah,
he was getting back on defense. Farka must tell these people, like, if you don't get back on defense, you're not playing anymore.
Right. I will fucking end.
I watched Bogle. I guess it was on a corner kick and the ball popped out. And, like, you know, they had a mini break. But I watched Bogle make a 50-yard run to get back on sprinting just to get back on defense. And, like, that's the shit I love to fucking see.
Well, and that's where I think, like, Farka's been up and down enough times.
Dude, if they mentioned Wolverhampton, he's brought Wolverhampton up twice. I was
no, Norwich. He brought
Norwich.
Yeah.
I was going to throw up.
But so
yes, he's
seen it. And so, and I think, and again, like to mention what we talked about last week, this is a different Premier League than the last time that Leeds got promoted. And like, I get what Razriani and Bielsa wanted to do.
Yes.
And that they, run, score goals. But Farka understands that league almost as better than any other manager in that league. And that is that
he's
particularly in their position, is that if you can hold off that offense for as long as you can,
then don't break.
It's going to frustrate the other side of
it.
And you create chaos.
You see what happened with Man City last year when they didn't have De Bruyne and Rodri got hurt. You run out of ideas on a team that's organized. Again, I'm an Italian football fan, and I love Juventus, and Italian football is...
And you love systems.
We're going to play defense. Right, exactly. Another thing with Farka is, you know...
Well, it worked today.
He wants to stay up and prove that what he can do in the championship that translates to the Premier League.
Correct.
Squad depth might be an issue. It ends on the 1st, so we've got less than 2 weeks.
But also, I mean, pregame, Parith Marath, am I saying that right? Probably not. But the CEO is saying, look, we're going to drop every last fucking penny we got.
Mm-hmm. The announcers made a point of that today, that they finally have, that's the word I'm looking for, backers that are willing to spend money.
Exactly, yeah.
And they just got a fucking gigantic check.
Yeah.
Just for promotion.
Exactly.
So I would love to see another center back and another scorer. Although we didn't see the kid that we did. He scored the penalty.
Yeah.
The other guy that we just signed.
But that's what I was going to say is that, Farka's plan worked. Hold them off on defense, frustrate them.
We didn't even have to, except in the second half.
And then all it took was a strike from outside the box, and one of their defenders fucked up and put a hand on the ball.
We had 21 shots.
Yeah, no, I mean,
in double digits on goal.
No, it was like 4 to 1 on goal.
Oh, really? But it wasn't even a half a dozen. I thought we got to 10. Well, that shows.
No, The following segment has been brought to you by The Goddamn Sauce. Go to thegdsauce.com for details to order all the sauces to replace your ordinary condiments. The Sports Ball Podcast is a production of Pulpery Media, produced and edited by Ben Grimion, marketing by Brock Ryder, graphic design by Beck Ryder and Ben Grimion, music by the Heisenberg Compensators.